Relations Department of the Royal Thai Government. This is Radio Thailand News.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Today is Thursday, March 16, 2017, and this is Radio Thailand's News Hour with me, Anand Pinsawan.
And with me, Cho Dartinjuranan.
Starting off our national news, the Prime Minister affirms that Section 44 will remain in effect at Thamakai Temple until further notice. And Thailand and Russia reaffirmed their commitment to strong bilateral ties on the occasion marking 120 years of diplomatic relations.
Looking at the global scene, raging battles on Myanmar's border with China claim dozens more lives as the mounting death toll lands a fresh blow to the government's faltering peace process.
On the business agenda, the Ministry of Energy and the private sector join hands in developing Thailand into a smart city.
All those top headlines and many more coming up.
National News.
Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has offered moral support to representatives of the kingdom who are currently attending the Human Rights Committee's 119th session with the United Nations Commission on Human Rights, or UNHCR, in Geneva, Switzerland. With the event running from now until the 29th, General Prayut disclosed that the 46-member diplomatic team, which is being led by Permanent Secretary for Justice Chan Chayanukit, has a tremendous task of presenting the second report on the implementation of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights to the Commission and creating an understanding about the current situation regarding the state of civil and political rights of individuals in Thailand among members of the international community. The Prime Minister instructed the team to clearly explain the kingdom's approach in tackling various national issues, especially those involving human rights and the violation of national law, noting that many countries are facing similar hurdles.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha says Section 44 will remain in effect at Thamakai Temple until further notice. General Prayut claimed Section 44 of the 2014 Interim Constitution allows security measures to be carried out faster at the monastery. Cases involving civilians will be dealt with under normal laws, while cases related to monks will be at the discretion of the Sangha Supreme Council of Thailand. Despite the invocation of Section 44, Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister General Prawit Suwan said security measures will not be enforced to the extreme. Commander-in-Chief of the Royal Thai Army, General Chalermchai Siddhisat, denied rumors that more soldiers have been deployed to the temple, saying there is no need for reinforcements as the situation has been improving. Meanwhile, the Department of Special Investigation has launched an investigation into an allegation that Pratatta Chitwo was among the people who used the money embezzled by or from Klongjan Credit Unit Cooperative to invest in stocks.
Thailand and Russia have affirmed their commitment to strong bilateral ties on the occasion marking 120 years of diplomatic relations. Chief of the Defense Forces General Surapong Suwanaat welcomed the commander of the ground forces of the Russian Federation, Colonel General Oleg Salyukov, on his visit to Thailand to discuss cooperation in various fields. Colonel General Oleg highlighted close ties between the armed forces of Thailand and Russia in the fields of military training, education, and the defense industry. General Surapong also highlighted increased military cooperation between the two countries, citing it as a foundation for strong diplomatic ties and cooperation in other areas.
And the Department of National Parks, Wildlife and Plant Conservation, or DNP, has urgently ordered the apprehension of poachers that posted photos of their hunts online. DNP Director General Tanya Neti Tamakun has responded to the discovery of a closed Facebook group used by poachers to showcase pictures of their weapons and catches. He made known it has been discovered that the administrator of the group was seeking to publicize the actions of poachers and did not set it up for the trade of animal hunting weapons. Nonetheless, the DNP is resolute in bringing those behind the photos to justice as they violated animal protection laws. The department will exercise a policy that extends from investigating possible leads to poaching online to promoting awareness and cooperation against the poaching of animals. Those who see such images or practices are urged to contact the DNP at its 24-hour hotline 1362 or visit worldwideweb.dnp.go.th.
The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, or BMA, and related agencies have joined in the initial launch of the latest extension to the BTS Green Line running between Bering and Samrong stations. Bangkok Governor Police General Asawin Kwanmuang yesterday boarded the BTS Sky train from Onnut Station to Bering Station, where he presided over a ceremony to commence the test run of the new Bering-Samrong segment. Accompanying the governor were BMA officials and executives from the Mass Rapid Transit Authority of Thailand and Bangkok Mass Transit System Public Company Limited, as well as members of the press. The service between Bering and Samrong stations is part of the latest Green Line extension project, which stretches from Bering to Samut and is expected to fully open in late 2018. Samrong Station is considered a major station as it will connect with the future Yellow Line, which is planned to start from the Lat Phrao area. The Bering-Samrong segment will continue to provide trial services from now until April 2nd, before its commercial launch on April 3rd. Fares will be waived for all passengers through the end of April.
And the Hua Hin municipality is inviting all interested individuals staying in Hua Hin, Prachuap Khiri Khan province, to walk in its Walk to the Father's Home, or Chao Hua Hin Rwam Chai Deun Pai Ban Paw event in Hua Hin, Prachuap Khiri Khan province later this evening. The activity is being organized on a monthly basis, whereby mourners residing in the seaside city gather every third Thursday of the month at the Pon King Phet Park, located near Hua Hin train station, at 5:30 p.m. From there, mourners walk together for 2.5 kilometers to His Majesty the late King's Bhumibol Adulyadej Klaikangwon Palace. Once there, mourners light up candles and stand for a moment of silence for 89 seconds, after which they sing the royal anthem to pay tribute to His Majesty. The event has been organized on a monthly basis since November 2016 and will continue until the end of the year. Klaikangwon Palace was the primary summer royal residence of His Majesty the late King. Before moving to Sirirat Hospital during his last few years being treated, His Majesty resided permanently at Klaikangwon Palace, the name meaning far from worries, as derived from the peace and serenity of the surrounding landscape, fronting a secluded stretch of the Hua Hin beachfront.
That wraps up the national headline. Coming up next, 11 Philippine legislators who voted against a bill to reintroduce capital punishment have lost key posts in the country's Congress in an apparent follow-through of a threat by the House Speaker to purge obstacles to the draft.
Business news.
The Ministry of Energy and the private sector have joined hands in developing Thailand into a smart city, hoping to reduce power consumption in line with the Energy 4.0 policy. An agreement has been signed between the Energy Policy and Planning Office, the Ministry of Energy, and Amata Corporation Company Limited to put in motion the Smart City project, which was designed to raise the country's competitiveness by slashing energy production costs. Under the collaboration, Amata Nakhon Industrial Estate in Chonburi Province will be used as a model smart city with a focus on the development of smart energy, smart environment, and smart economy. Energy Minister General Anantaporn Kanchanarat noted that during the transitional stage towards Energy 4.0, the ministry will resort to new technology to improve the capacity of alternative energy storage batteries. It will also promote the production of electric cars, aiming to put out 1.2 million units by the year 2036 and set up 150 charging stations within 1 to 2 years. CEO of Amata Corporation, Vikram Komadit, said the Smart City project involves 3 main operational plans, including reducing the manufacturing sector's power demand while maintaining productivity, increasing green spaces, and supporting research on new energy technologies and innovations.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Labor has affirmed its policy to advance human resource development in order to facilitate the Thailand 4.0 agenda. Labor Minister General Sitichai Ditakun made known that Thailand must adjust its labor development strategy to coincide with the government's 20-year strategic national plan, as well as the 20-year plan on human resource development by the Ministry of Labor. This year, the Department of Skills Development established 12 units, or centers rather, to serve as role model institutions for advanced skills development, creating wage and job opportunity incentives for people to receive training and certification for their skills, and incorporating e-testing platforms to ensure credibility for skill quality assurance. The Minister of Labor also inaugurated a campaign to collaborate with the state and private sector in providing services during the Songkran festival between April 11th and 17th. Services consist of preliminary vehicle checkups, training on safe training or driving practices, and service stops along roads across the country.
The Revenue Department has asserted taxpayers are not required to link their bank account to the new prompt pay system in order to receive their tax returns, assuring that the system merely expedites the transaction. Department Director General Prasong Puntanet clarified that the prompt pay system eliminates the need for physical documentation and circumvents the issue of missing checks. He pointed out that previously there were more than 100,000 taxpayers that reportedly did not receive their checks. Prompt pay also saves the government considerable operational expenses. The prompt pay system is part of the government's e-payment policy, which seeks to reduce the operating costs of a cash-based economy. Prasong said his department recognized the benefits of the initiative and decided to incorporate prompt pay into its tax return process for the first time this year.
And heading to international business news, the U.S. Federal Reserve has raised interest rates for the second time in 3 months, in a move spurred by steady economic growth, strong job gains, and confidence that inflation is rising to the central bank's target. The decision to lift the target overnight interest rate by 25 basis points to a range of 0.75% to 1% marked a convincing step in the Fed's effort to return monetary policy to a more normal footing. Fed Chair Janet Yellen pointed to a growing faith in the economy's trajectory. The Fed also stuck to its outlook for 2 additional rate increases this year and 3 more in 2018. The central bank lifted rates once in 2016. Stock markets extended gains and bond yields fell on the benign economic outlook and the continued steady path of rate rises signaled by the central bank. The dollar was trading lower against a basket of currencies. Fed policymakers noted that inflation was now quote, close to the central bank's 2% target, and that business investment had firmed somewhat after months of weakness.
U.S. President Donald Trump has ordered a review of top U.S. vehicle fuel efficiency standards put in place by the Obama administration, handing a victory to auto industry executives and provoking criticism from Democrats and environmental groups. In a move that is widely seen as a permeable to loosening fuel standards, Trump told an audience of cheering union workers that the assault on the American auto industry is over, and promised he would encourage growth in the U.S. auto sector. The backdrop and message underscored Trump's efforts to lock down support in industrial states such as Michigan that put him in the White House. Trump spoke at the site of the former Willow Run bomber factory in Michigan, which won fame for building an operational B-24 heavy bomber every 59 minutes during the Second World War. Now the site is being redeveloped as a testing ground for autonomous vehicles. Adding a roundabout with industry leaders.
สวัสดีค่ะต่อไปคือข่าวซึ่งมีหัวข้อข่าวดังนี้ตอนนี้พระราชสำนักรัฐบาลผลักดันกฎหมาย2 ฉบับเพื่อเป็นแนวทางการทำงานให้รัฐบาลต่อไปใช้พัฒนาประเทศรองนายกรัฐมนตรีชี้แจงไม่สามารถยกเลิกมาตรา 44 ได้เนื่องจากเป็นกฎหมายที่รัฐบาลหวังก่อให้เกิดความสงบสุขรัฐมนตรีว่าการกระทรวงพาณิชย์ขับเคลื่อนนโยบายเกษตรอินทรีย์เพื่อดันประเทศไทยเป็นศูนย์รวมตลาดสินค้าเกษตรอินทรีย์ในภูมิภาคต่อไปเป็นรายละเอียดของข่าวทางในพระราชสำนักวันพุธที่ 15 มีนาคม พุทธศักราช 2560 เวลา 9:01 น.สมเด็จพระเทพรัตนราช